Alright, hello. I'm going to show you how to set up this project, this corn run, maze run project. So the first thing we're going to download is the corn maze run project file from the Discord because we're going to actually use all of these assets in it. Um, Obviously, don't try and open it because it's just not going to work, but we are going to use everything that's in here. Alright, first things first, we want to go to Blender and we want to make a new project file and we want to delete the cube, sorry, and we want to import an FBX. So I'm going to import this corn environment, which is basically a sphere for the sky, a couple of planes on a repeater, walls, and a floor. Um, which is very cool. I suggest don't deviate from this too much, just because it's so nice, it's so simple to use, it's perfect really. And you'll see that if we turn it off, you'll see that the back part is always jumping to the front. So you'll see it will jump now, so that we always get this infinite loop essentially. Okay, and then we're going to export it as an FBX, but there's a very important setting that you have to do. You just have to uncheck all of these essentially and bake the animation, and then I'm just going to save it to a folder on my desktop that I've called run folder, and I'm just going to call this walls and floors.fbx. Cool. The next one that we're going to do is we're going to do the little running man, and that is in the assets, so the corn run character. So he's already been rigged and animated and everything like that. You can use your own character if you were to model your own and then just use a website like Mixamo or something like that. And then I'm going to export it as an FBX, also to my run folder, and just call him running man. Cool. And the last one that we're going to do is the ghost. Ghost. And you'll see that this is like, he's set quite far back, but is also animated to just have that like animation. So he's just bobbing up and down, and we're going to export him as an FBX as well. Cool. So once we've exported all of that, and hopefully we are done with Blender, we're going to open up our effect house and we are going to create a new project. Alrighty, the first thing that we want to do is import a 3D face, and that gives us that checkered mark thing there. And then we're going to come down here to the 3D face binding mesh and create a face texture, and then go to face paint and turn the texture on and select our face texture so that our person is now looking completely normal. Then I'm going to import our running man, and I'm going to grab him and put him underneath the 3D face, and then I'm just going to drag him down until the face sits quite comfortably in there. And then I'm going to go back to my downloads, back to my assets, and grab my character base color, character MRO, and character normal, and drag and drop those in, and then go to the material for the running man. I'm just going to do the base colors for now, but you can do whatever else you want. And then I'm going to go back to the desktop, back to my run folder, grab my walls and floors, import that. And we want to make sure that it's only got one animation. That means that we have exported it properly. And I'm just going to drag and drop that under the 3D face as well, and then just bring it down. So you can kind of see that the feet of the characters, there we go. Now that the feet of the character are sticking out. So now it will just run in this endless loop, which is very rad. And we're going to go back to the file, the folder that we downloaded from the Discord, sorry. And I'm just going to grab in the Corn Wars base color and the Corn ABC base color. So when you're designing your own, you're going to want to like bring this into Procreate or Photoshop and essentially just copy the layout of what it's done here. This will be your best guide to create your own textures. And then obviously the corn base color is just individual trees as well. So I'm going to bring those both in. And then for the corn wall mat, we're going to do corn walls. And then for the corn mat, we're going to do those individual corns. But now you see that it's got this black background, so we want to do it transparent. And it should start working. To transparent as well. And then, oh, we need our sky texture. And we bring in the sky. Just a little bit so that we can see it. So in a perfect world, you would make all of these materials that we've used here unlits, just because they will be easier to work with, but I don't have the time to go and apply unlits to all of these different things, so I'm just showing you like a very high level version of it. And then we can't forget our ghost. So let's put in our ghost man. I'm just assuming that he's a man. Where is he gone? Okay, that's not working. So I'm gonna do what I did, because it wasn't working for me either. And I'm just gonna put in plain and then put it behind the user. And then just scale it up. And there you can see it's kind of behind him now. So now, if we turn on the webcam mode, oh, not my phone. You can see that I'm running. And if we did a head turned person 1, so you see what I mean by the materials are looking like very shiny, and I think that's because we're using a PBR instead of an unlit. So definitely use an unlit for the materials and then just go one by one by one and change them. And obviously rename your stuff so that you know what it is. And let's make a material for our ghost. And let's bring in that ghost texture. let's put the, where is it? But now you see it's white. So we just gotta mess around with the, I can never get this right. Anyway, you can fiddle with it, you can figure it out. But yeah, so that's how you do it. If you want to put other 3D objects in here, I would suggest doing that in Blender. But otherwise, I wouldn't mess with this like walls and floors too much. Like, for instance, I used I used my own like wall thing that I created. I'll show you now to make it look like trees, and then obviously I just set the rotation to 90 because I actually did it in the wrong. Oh, whoops. Yeah, UV control is weird, but you can just make your own textures, and that's quite simple to do. I think the ghost is maybe not, because it's not compressed. Ugh, okay, I don't know. Sometimes this program just really gets to me. But yeah, that's basically how you do it. I will drop this project in the Discord, and yeah, and then you guys must try it out and let me know if you have any questions. Okay, bye.